Hey friends, ready for a super fun adventure? These are Bible stories for kids. Chapter 1. Our story starts with God getting ready to create the most amazing things ever. Did you know that? All the wonderful things we have come from God. God made the sun to light up the day and keep us warm, and at night he made the moon and stars to twinkle. Can you see the stars? And what else? God made planet Earth especially for us so we could live on it. But wait, the sun, moon, stars, and Earth weren't the first things God made. Can you guess what it was? Here's a hint. They're super special and you can't see them. God first created wonderful beings who are like him, angels. We can't see angels, just like we can't see God. But they are real. The Bible calls these special beings angels. Isn't that wonderful? God created angels so they could live with him in a beautiful place called heaven. The first angel God created was super special. He was God's first son and worked together with his father. What a team! Together they created all the other wonderful things. They created the sun, the moon, the stars, and our beautiful Earth. Isn't that amazing? But what did Earth look like back then? Let's find out. At first, no one could live on Earth. There was just water everywhere. It was a huge ocean that covered everything. Can you imagine yourself swimming all day? But God wanted people to live on Earth and have fun. So God started getting everything ready for us. What do you think God did first? First of all, the Earth needed light. Let's turn on the lights. And so God made the bright sun shine on Earth. Hooray for the sun. Cheerful. Welcome to Chapter 2. Are you ready for a magical adventure in the garden? Let's go. Let's start. Just look at this beautiful garden. Wow, so many colors and flowers everywhere. Do you see the green grass and the tall trees? Show me your favorite spot. We have dancing flowers, waving trees, and animals playing hide and seek. Can you find a little bunny or a butterfly? Look, there's an elephant with big floppy ears and a lion with a fluffy mane. Can you roar like a lion? Lion's roar sound. But how did this magical garden come to be? Let's find out together. First of all, God made our Earth in an amazing way, like a big surprise, just like a birthday party with cake and streamers. He spread out soft, green grass, like a huge, comfy carpet. Do you want to roll around on the grass, like on a sunny day in the park? Then he scattered little plants, bushes, and tall trees everywhere. Just like magic, like flowers in a garden full of roses. All these growing things make the earth so beautiful and happy. But wait, plants aren't just pretty, they help us in amazing ways. Some plants give us yummy fruits and vegetables. What's your favorite food from the garden, like strawberries from the field? God also made fish that swim and birds that fly. Splash, splash, chirp, chirp. Just like ducks in a pond and sparrows in the city. And don't forget the dogs, cats, horses, and all the animals, big and small. Can you pretend to be your favorite pet, like animals at the zoo? What animals live in your neighborhood? Maybe a puppy, a bird, or even a squirrel collecting nuts, just like in a fairy tale. Isn't it amazing that God made all this especially for us? Let's clap our hands and say, "Thank you, God." But wait, God made a very special place on Earth. He called it the Garden of Eden. It was the best playground ever, better than any magical forest. Everything in the garden was perfect. The flowers, the trees, the animals, and even the weather. It was like a dream, just like a painting, but alive. And do you know what? God wanted the whole earth to become as fantastic as this magical garden. Magical music. Welcome to Chapter 3. Are you ready for a super fun story? This chapter is called The First Man and Woman. Drum roll. Can you guess their names? Look closely. Zoom in sound. What's different in this funny picture? Are these animals, trees, or maybe people? You guessed it. These are people. Adam and Eve. Great job, everyone. Applause sound. Adam and Eve were the first people on Earth. Isn't that amazing? But who made them? Here's a hint. He's the best creator ever, God. And do you know God's special name? It's Jehovah. Can you say Jehovah? Pause so the kids can repeat. God called the first man Adam and the first woman Eve. Bell sound. Now you know their names. And the best part, God made Adam from the dust of the ground. Sigh sound. Just like building a sandcastle, but way better. God shaped Adam and then, blowing sound. He breathed life into him. Adam woke up and stretched. Yawn sound. Adam looked around and found a beautiful garden full of animals and flowers. Wow, God gave Adam a super fun job, to name all the animals. What would you name a funny monkey? Adam saw lions, elephants, birds, and even a bouncing bunny. Boing. He gave them all names. But Adam noticed something. Every animal had a friend, and he was all alone. Sad trombone sound. So God helped Adam fall asleep. Snoring sound. While Adam was sleeping, God made an amazing surprise. When Adam woke up, ta-da, Eve was there. She was kind and good, just like Adam. Now Adam and Eve could be best friends and explore the garden together. There was a daddy elephant and a mommy elephant, a daddy lion and a mommy lion. So many animal families. But Adam and Eve were the first human family. Isn't that cool? God wanted them to be happy, so he gave them a beautiful home full of joy and adventures. Adam and Eve loved their new home. Would you want to live in a place like that too? They laughed, played, and explored together. The garden was full of surprises, like singing birds and giggling monkeys. And so began the magical adventure of the first man and woman. What would you do if you lived in that garden? Chapter 4. Now we're going to find out why Adam and Eve had to leave their home. Have you ever wondered what happens when we make a small mistake? Let's see what happened to Adam and Eve. Look. Adam and Eve are leaving their beautiful garden. Can you see their sad faces a little? Sometimes when we make a bad choice, there are consequences. Adam and Eve had to leave their special home for a while. Do you know why they had to leave? Let's think together. Sound, gentle chime, floating question marks. Adam and Eve made a choice that God didn't want. But everyone makes mistakes. Just like us, sometimes we sneak a cookie, even though Mom said no. God wanted them to learn from their mistake, just like we learn when we try again. Sound, soft whoosh, animated tree sways. Remember what Adam and Eve did? Let's use our detective eyes. God asked them not to eat from this special tree, but they were curious and took the fruit anyway. God gave them so many good things, but he wanted them to listen to him and trust him. But there was one tree that was only for God. He asked them not to eat from it. It was a special rule. Sometimes rules help us stay safe and happy. Can you think of a rule that helps you? Like a traffic light that tells you when it's safe to cross the street. Adam and Eve forgot to listen, just like us sometimes. But we can always try again. What happened next? Let's find out together. Sound, playful pop. One day, a crafty snake talked to Eve and made her curious about this special tree. The snake said, "Go and taste the fruit." But God wanted them to trust him. Snakes can't really talk. Someone was just disguised to trick Eve, like Santa Claus when he's dressed up as a bishop. It was a tricky angel who wanted to cause trouble. But we can always choose to do the right thing. Who do you think was behind this talking snake? Sound, playful ding, floating question marks. It wasn't Adam. It was an angel who wanted to be the boss instead of listening to God. Angels are special helpers that we don't see, but they are real. Most angels are nice and good. But this angel made a bad choice. He wanted to be more important than God. Sometimes people want to be the boss, but the best thing is to listen and be kind. Even though we make mistakes, God still loves us and wants us to learn and grow. Isn't that amazing? Upbeat music. Welcome to Chapter 5. Ready for a new adventure? This chapter is called Hard Times Begin, but don't worry, it also has lots of hope and joy. When Adam and Eve had to leave the garden, they had to find their own way. Have you ever tried something new and tough? They had to work hard to grow their own food. Sound. Digging. What's your favorite meal you've made yourself? Instead of beautiful fruit trees, they now saw lots of funny thorns and weeds growing from the ground. Sound. Boom. This happened because Adam and Eve made a mistake. But you know what? Everyone makes mistakes sometimes. The hardest thing was that Adam and Eve got tired and old. But there's always a way to feel better. God warned them, but still loved them very much. Do you remember a time you learned something from a warning? The day they ate the fruit changed everything. But every day is a new chance to do things better. What would you do if you made a mistake? Exactly. You'd try again and laugh. Adam and Eve had children after they left the garden. Their family grew and grew. This meant everyone could learn, grow, and help each other. Who helps you when you need it? If Adam and Eve had listened to God, life would have been extra happy for everyone. But hope still exists. Imagine living forever in a world full of laughter and friends. Wouldn't that be wonderful? No one would ever be sick or sad. Everyone would be fresh and happy. Yay! God wants everyone to be happy forever, and He promises it will happen one day. The whole earth is beautiful, and everyone is having a great time, and everyone is friends, with each other and with God. Cheerful tunes. Eve had to learn a lot from her mistakes, but she didn't give up. What helps you keep going when things are tough? When she had children, it wasn't easy, but she was brave and strong. Sometimes it hurts, but we can always find ways to feel better. What makes you happy when you're sad? Disobeying God made Eve's life hard, but she learned and grew. We can always learn and grow too. Adam and Eve's family grew and grew. Imagine how much fun they had together.